Continuing coverage, a previously failed Leon County Charter amendment that would address historical wrongs like racial injustice may have new life, but leaders need to make sure it complies with new DEI rules.
Our Capital City correspondent Matt Hoffman is in the studio this afternoon. Break this down for us, Matt.
Yeah, of course, guys. There is an amendment titled Historical Wrongs that would identify past injustices and pay for the future fixes. The measure was all but dead after Leon County Charter Review Committee tied 9-9, which means they did not recommend the amendment. But now the issue could go before the Review Committee for reconsideration. In the face of anti-DEI legislation, sponsors of the Historical Wrongs Amendment are hoping to shape Leon County's constitution in a way that rights those wrongs, but also complies with the law.
So the motion fails on a tie, but we urge commissioners that the democratic process would kind of behoove them to send it to the voters. There was more discussion needed, so they said, let's send it back to the committee and see how we can move it forward.
Sometimes likened to a reparations amendment, the measure would require the county to study past harms and fund fixes. Several review committee members said they might have voted for the measure if not for legal concerns. Commissioner Bill Proctor says the county commission wants the review committee to reconsider the amendment on its face and let the elected officials worry about the legal consequences.
We think that we're saying to the committee, we stand with you, but we don't want you to send us stuff out of fear. We want you to send us things out of your convictions and your beliefs of what is right.
Now, for his part, Dr. Struble believes the proposed amendment can coexist with anti-DEI legislation in Florida.
Ways to direct funding and investment into communities that have been negatively impacted. We're not talking about racial reparations in that sense. We're talking about restoring communities.
Sending the amendment back to the Charter Review Committee could be significant. Should the committee recommend the change, it just takes 4 instead of 5 county commissioners to put the proposed amendment on the general ballot, which of course, guys, we all know coming up this November.
Okay, Matt, thank you so much for that latest update.